Okay, so in this question, if applied force in 9 Newton is acceleration. So see, just compare with kinetic friction, that is applied force less than kinetic friction means static friction, limiting friction, so it will remains in the position of rest. Now come to the next question. The force applied on a body on a rough surface produces acceleration of A. If coefficient friction between the body and the surface is reduced to mu by 3, the acceleration increases by 2 units. The unit of mu is. So simply in both situations, you need to find out a right equation in both situations. So mu is unknown here, so you get the values of mu in the first case. F minus mu mg will become mass into acceleration. In second case, F minus mu by 3 into mg will become mass. Acceleration will increase 2 times, okay, 2 units, okay. So acceleration increases by 2 units. So like earlier acceleration was A, now acceleration is A plus 2 units. So this is our second equation number 2, and this is equation number 1. So from using both equations, we can solve it, and we can get the values, okay. What value is coming after subtracting equation? It is coming the like this, and after solving, mu is coming 3 by g. So you can go with option number 3. This next question, the coefficient of friction is 0.75 sine 37. 0.6, the angle of friction is 6. So this question very important for J exams. Okay, so question asking you the coefficient of friction is this, and sine is this. The angle of friction is, and what is angle of friction? Tan of alpha. Okay, tan of alpha is what? Mu. Tan of alpha is mu. So angle is all here given. Okay, coefficient of friction is 0.75 and sine 37 degrees given 0.6 degrees. So what is pi? Pi is tan inverse of mu. So just put tan inverse of 0.75. So you may be thinking that why this value is given. This value is given just to calculate the values of, okay, what this one, okay, this value is triangle. So you can form the triangle here, and from here you can find the value of tan of 37 directly. You can think like this, okay. So from here, so means tan inverse of 0.75. So 0.75 is basically what, okay. 3 by 4, if you divide by 3 by 4, so it will become 0.75. So it's not visible. If you see the 0.7, you think that what is this, but actually this is 3 by 4. So tan inverse 3 by 4, you can easily see this is 3 and this is 4. You can keep in your brain. So this value is a 37 degree comes, okay. So you can keep this concept in your brain, okay. This will help you to find out the answers fastly. So in such situation, 3, 4, so 37 degrees. So pi is 37 degrees. So we'll go with 37 degrees. Yeah. Next question. The force of 3 root 3 kg weight is just sufficient to pull a block of this over a flat surface. The coefficient of friction is. So this force of this kg weight. So when a person is given you the force in weights, just you multiply by suppose 3 root 3 kg. So what will do? I will do multiply by 10 simply. Okay. I will multiply by 10 simply, okay. So we'll multiply with this, and just sufficient to pull a block 9 kg weight over a flat surface. The coefficient of friction is. So basically what 9 kg, so this is what we here will apply. This is a block, we are applying some force, there is friction this side. So the friction this side, so what F minus of a small f friction is equals to mass into acceleration. Just use this concept, you can solve this questions easily. So in this questions, if we solve this, so coefficient of friction will be what? So let's come to calculation part now. So this is applied force is coming what? So coefficient of friction is covers a flat surface. This just sufficient. Just you can take the limiting conditions. So applied force will be just equals to mu mg. Okay, because question is talking about just limiting. So you can take applied force just equals to mu mg. Then put the values, you will get value of mu, and that is coming 1 by root 3. So from here you see the value of mu is coming 1 by root 3. Yeah, next questions we are moving for. Okay. So a chain is kept on table such the 1/3 length of chain is hanging down, then the coefficient of static friction between chain and the table. So this is very important question for the basically this is condition like this. This is chain hanging and 1/3 is hanging like this. Okay, 1/3 is hanging like. So simply don't think anything. Okay, see, chain is kept on table such that 1/3 length chain is hanging down. So basically this is L by 3. So if this is L by 3, so this is what? L minus L by 3. This is 2 L by 3. So 2 L by 3. Suppose density of mass density is lambda for this chain. Okay. So what is mass density? Lambda will be what? M by L. M by total length of okay, L. So actually it will cancel out at the end. So no need to worry about it. But if you want, you can put it basically what concept you need to apply. So for this length, friction will come in the picture, mu mg. So mu, if you are calculating mu mg, so this will be m1g, and here m1 will be come because of only 2 L by 3. Got it? and here force of gravity will come because of L/3 only. Okay, so this force of gravity will come, this M2G will come because of L/3 only. So once you put the values, you get the okay. So again, apply the basic equation, you get the answers. I'm showing you the calculation parts over here. So basically, it comes like this. 1 by 3 mu by mu 1, so it becomes mu equals to 1 by 2. Otherwise, you can go with the process I already explained you. So basics, you can go with basics, you can get the answers. No issue in it. Yeah. So next questions, we are going for a car turning with a velocity of 72 km per hour on level road. It is stopped after traveling distance of 30 meters after this engaging its engine. So this G is the coefficient of friction between the road and the transportation, asking you coefficient of frictions between road and the tires. You see the calculation parts I'm showing you. So basically, question they had given you the distance as travel. Okay. So as is what? Okay, given that is velocity 72 km per hour, stopped a distance of 30 meters. So this information is important for us to think the questions. So this distance is given 30 meters and moving by velocity 72 km per hour. Okay. So moving with the velocity 72. So final velocity is going to 0 and this is 72 km per hour. We can convert it to meter per second as is given. And basically, what is acceleration? Why the car is stopping? Because of acceleration, and acceleration is what? Acceleration is what? Basically, you can keep in your brain mu into g. Because of friction, the acceleration is mu into g. So you can apply the concepts now. So I'm showing calculation parts over here. So you apply the questions, you will get the answers. Okay, b square equals to 2 mu z. So from means u square equals to 2 mu z. So basic equation is coming mu equals to u square 2ac. And after putting all the values, answer will come 0.67. I hope you understood the concepts. These all concepts are very important for J exams point of view. Next, we're moving for next questions. If the above car got a stopping distance of 80 meters on cement road, then mu k is okay. So basically, what a stopping distance of 80 meters on cement road. So basically, now a stopping distance is changed. Okay, now stopping distance is what 80 meters. So again, you apply the same concept here. V square minus u square. So in place of as put 80 meter. Okay, so you'll get the values of mu equals to 0.25 now. So if you understand the concepts, so you can easily do all the types of questions possible for your examination point of view. So for that, you need to understand the concepts. Concepts is very important. Yeah. Wooden blocks placed on the inclined planes, the block goes to slide and the angle of inclination is increased to 35 degrees, then the coefficient of frictions or the So basically, I already explained you the concepts of angle of repose. Tan theta is equals to tan theta is equals to what mu. Use that concept, you can get it answer. So mu is tan alpha, so tan 35 degrees. So basically, tan 35 is 90 minus 55, that is cot of 55 degrees. Again, this is important because it looks very easier, but it's very good questions. That's why I mentioned here. So you should know the concept, how I'm applying and how I'm getting the question. So what is our purpose is to know you the process so that you can get do fast conclusion, okay, for your examination point of view. Okay, so it's not about the solving the questions, it's about your accuracy and speed, okay, to get good rank. Yeah, now coming for next questions. The block of mass m is resting on inclined planes. When the angle of inclination gradually increases to theta, the block just begins to slide down the plane. What minimum force applied parallel to the plane on the block will just make the block move up the plane. I already explained you this concept in the starting of the concepts. Okay, so I'm showing you the calculation part. This is options already given. The minimum force which the block slides down the inclined plane is what? Up mg sin theta. So obviously, minimum force which block slides down the inclined plane is mg sin theta and just up. So if you are putting up, okay. So here it will come. See, the situation question asking minimum force, so you will not go with 2 mg sin theta. Okay. Question asking us what a minimum force. What minimum force applied parallel to the plane of the block would just make the block move up the plane. Okay, so see, think like this. If you are a question not didn't mention about anything, didn't mention about any friction and anything, just begins to slide down the plane. So basically, this side coming be mg sin theta. So think like this. This side coming mg sin theta. Okay, so don't go with 2 mg sin theta. So this side is mg sin theta is coming. Friction is not mentioned in this question. Nothing is mentioned. So basically, you need to apply this minimum amount of force just to start the motion. Okay. So if friction will, I will mention the friction, then answer will change. Okay. So a block of mass m is placed on a small wedge inclination theta. The whole system is accelerated horizontally so that the block does not slip on the force is generated. I already you already know this derivation. Okay, so basically it's a basic concept. What do you do? Okay, so block of mass m is placed on wedge of inclination theta. So this is theta, and here we are keeping the mass m. So the whole system is acceleration horizontally. So basically, whole system is accelerated acceleration. So basically, what happens? This one takes pseudo force of this acceleration. This acceleration pseudo force, and this is normal. So take component of normal. So this will be what n cos theta, and this will be what n sin theta. Okay. So mention n sin theta equals to a, n sin theta equals to a, n sin theta. This is n sin theta equals to a and n cos theta equals to mg, and think like this, so you can get the answer. You can get your answer. Okay. So yeah. So now coming for options part, and I'm showing the calculation parts. Okay. So this is n cos theta and sin theta. Okay, it's not already over here. So basically here I didn't consider pseudo force because some of the students get confused using pseudo force because it's requires all of more so many basics concepts to understand pseudo force. So basically you can do directly as well, no issue in it. Okay, no issue in it. Okay, but directly it will, okay, you have to just take x direction force equal to x direction force. Don't see the direction. Okay, don't see the, okay, plus x or minus x, just compare axis wise, so you will get the equation again. So n cos theta will mg again will come, and from here you can see the options. So question is basically asking you what question asking you, so you can see the question, read the question again, and you can get n equals to mg by cos theta. It's coming here. So like this. Okay, next we're moving for next question, because okay, the angle of inclination of angle plane is this, 60 coefficient friction is 10 kg. On its surface, this, the acceleration of the body. So again, I already explained this concept. Okay, so this, and so you have to consider friction again. So I'm showing the calculation part here. This value comes g sin theta minus mu k cos theta, or you can say g sin theta minus mu g cos theta. You can put the values, you can get the acceleration. Otherwise, you know the concept, you can do easily the basics of concepts. Okay. So this is very, very important concept. Again, you should know how to solve these questions. Okay. Next questions in our problems, the resultant force on the body is questions asking you the resultant force, basically difference. So just question asking, okay, acceleration. Once you get the acceleration, means multiply by mass, that is resultant force simply. Once you get the acceleration, multiply the mass, you will get the resultant force simply. Okay. Now we are moving for next question. So in our problem, the frictionless problem body, friction force on the body is, suppose asking frictional force on the body. So body friction force, because in the motion acceleration, so mu k into n, so you can put the values mu mg cos theta, you can get the answer. See, motion already you got acceleration, so you need to put, okay, the values of f equals to mu k into n, so you can get the answers from here. There. Yeah, in the problems, the minimum force required to pull the body up in the inclined plane. So if you are moving the up, so just add the relation. In place of minus, just put some plus. Okay, so g sin theta plus mu k cos theta. You should, okay, know this concept, how I am doing this, how I derived all this. Okay, you should know the derivation as well, and you should know result directly, because JEE asked this question directly in examination. So it's very important for you to know the result directly. If you know the result, you can do it fastly. Otherwise, you have to drive. It will take 30-40 seconds extra to drive the calculations. Then again, you can do it. No issue in it. So choice is yours. Yeah. So this answer will come 9.6 meter per second. If I will ask you another question, that what, yeah, same question I'm asking you, that what is net force, upward force required to accelerate the body. So you need to multiply mass into acceleration, you'll get the answer, that is 96.6 Newton. I hope all of you understood the concepts. Next, we're moving for next questions. In our process, if the length of the inclined plane 10 meter, then the work done. So basically, what is work? Force into displacement. What is work? Force into displacement. F into S in the same direction. Just multiply force with displacement, you'll get the work. Next questions. Okay, I'm asking you, the body slides down the rough inclined plane at angle of 30 degree. In angle of inclination is 30 degree, and takes a time twice as great as the time taken in slipping down a similar frictionless plane. Okay. Slide down of inclined plane of angle of inclination, slide down down. Okay, we're going down, but what's happening? First is no friction. No friction means basically mg sin theta, and now friction. So basically what mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta minus mu mg cos theta. This force, when this force is applicable, acceleration you can go it. So this time is given. The question is asking you the coefficient of frictions. Just frame the equation, you can solve it. Okay, so start framing the calculation part. So basically, you can also remember this relation. Okay, that is tan theta mu equals to tan theta 1 minus 1 by n square. So tan theta is basically, it will come by derivation only. So tan 30 degree 1 minus, okay, time taken slipping down a similar frictionless plane. Okay, twice as great as twice. Okay, so you need to put, see, time is given twice. Okay, time is given twice. So, and here I'm putting twice. So you get answer this directly. This will boost your rank. If you know the result directly, you can solve it. Otherwise, you can go for derivation. I already explained the concept. You can do it. No issue in it. Root 3/4, so tan mu equals to tan theta 1 minus 1 by n square. Keep your brain, mu equals to tan theta 1 minus 1 by n square. block of ice, at 0 mass is 20 kg, dragged on the ground for a distance of this. If the coefficient friction between the ice and block is ground is equal to mass of the melted ice, is this melted ice is. Because asking the mass of melted ice. So what? So mass of melted ice will be what? Because of what? Work done. Okay, because of work done. So basically, what's happening? The surface is okay. Coefficient friction is given. Coefficient friction is given. The friction will do work, some work. So yes or no? So what works friction will do? Mu mg into S. Okay. Basically, this is friction force. This is friction force. You multiply by S, you get work by the friction. So work done by the friction, whatever is the friction between the surface, this will convert ice into water, because this by energy conservation, this will generate heat, and heat will goes to convert ice into water. So first, okay, so the mass of melted ice, first 0 degree C ice, so first 0 degree C ice will goes to 0 degree C water. Yes or no? So you do calculations here. So from here, once we do calculation, we get the mass of the ice, that is 5 gram. Okay, that is 5 gram. The block of ice, there is the mass of melted. Basically, this water is at 0 degree Celsius only, but that is water. Okay, that is water. Okay, so 5 gram. Okay, so again, I can create different questions here, but I'm not going there. That will be the advanced levels. Okay, so you can play with that. If you know your concept, you can do that questions as well. Okay, now we are going for next questions. Okay, so the block of mass on the rest of the plane. Making angle of 32 with a horizontal, if mu is 0.5, mu is this the frictional force on the block. Easy questions, you can do it. And so in the conclusion part, so frictional force, you can see here mg sin theta and frictional force is mu mg cos theta. You do calculation. So if you compare, mg sin theta is greater than mu mg cos theta, it slides down. You're saying, so it will slide down, slide down. And from here, you can see the kinetic friction will come in picture. So what is kinetic friction of mu k mg cos theta? Mu k mg cos theta. So after calculation, we already did over here as well. Okay, so here what we did, this is mu s. I calculated here mu s. Okay, so this is mu s. Okay, so this is limiting frictions. So because mg sin theta is more than this friction, that is 4.9 Newton. So that's why it's going on motion. Then kinetic friction comes in picture. Because question is playing with you mu s and mu k carefully. As question mentions only mu, then you can go directly, no issue with it. But question mentions mu s and mu k, then you need to check the limit and then accordingly move on. Accordingly take a step. So once you solve these questions, you can get the answers easily. So I'm showing you the answer key for this question. So the answer will come with. I didn't solve the questions. So if you solve it the questions easily, okay, you can put in calculator and solve it. So option number 2 is coming here. So we are moving for next one. The block of slides down of inclined plane. Slope this. Is been projected up with the same plane with the initial to be the distance to the block up with the plane before coming to the question asking you slides then produce up the same plane with the initial velocity block down of inclined plane slope angle theta and with a constant velocity. It is then projected up. Okay, up. So basically what we are moving, so very easy questions. Stopping distance I covered. Okay, the stopping distance, just apply the stopping distance concept. Okay, so you see if the motion is on horizontal planes, what's the stopping distance? All of you know, you should know. So that's u square by g comes like this. Okay, yes or no? But so basically what you need to find out here over here. Okay, so what's the acceleration up? Upside acceleration is what? The g sin theta plus mu cos theta. You already know this is upside acceleration, upside, and mu is here what? Tan alpha. You already know. If you see the some calculation, some substitution, if you do, because you need to convert, okay, this in terms of tan of alpha, it will go, goes like this. It will goes like this. You can convert in terms of tan of alpha. So it will goes like this. So, and so. So from here you will get 2g sin alpha, that is 2g of sin theta. Okay, so you can go with it. Okay, so you'll get the answers like this. Okay, so I'm showing you the answer key here. So answer key is coming like this. See, u square by 2g. So basically, in acceleration, that is 2g sin theta. Acceleration is 2g sin theta. So acceleration is 2g sin theta is coming here. Okay, so it will come like this, and this will be b square by, and this option 4g sin theta. You can do it. Okay. Next question, we are showing you block mass m is placed on this mass. This is capital M, and the coefficient friction between the mass m is, and between them is mu. So what is the maximum acceleration with which the block m may move to m? So it moves along with it. Of course, asking you so that it will move along. Okay. So basically, what's happening? Maximum acceleration is basically this friction. Will give the equals to should not be equal to this friction should be okay. Basically, mass into acceleration. So guys, I'm writing like this: mass into acceleration should be less than friction. Then only okay it will move along. Yes or no? And what is this friction? The mass into acceleration should be less than mu into m into g. Tell me yes or no. Okay, so from here you can cancel out okay, acceleration. Okay, so think like this, you will get the answer. So I'm showing you okay calculation part for this. Okay, so it's come. Okay, what maximum is what this is coming mu and g again. So you can do it. Okay, I'm playing by different way also with this question, but right now this concept is enough for you to understand the concepts. Okay, next we are moving for next question. So again, I had given you the mass of block this and this smooth horizontal surface. This proportional friction between A and B is given the maximum horizontal force which can make them without separation. Okay, so again, maximum force required. Maximum force. So basically, what maximum force is what? Okay, basically what maximum force is what? So basically, if you see acceleration is what F by capital M plus N. Think like this. Acceleration is what F by capital M plus N. And I already said you mu of a small mg, mu of a small mg should be what? Should be what? Okay, this and mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration should be less than this. Okay, so using those both concept here, a capital M is 6 kg and a small m is 3 kg. So you apply the concepts, you can solve the questions. Again, I'm showing you the calculation part. Let's show the options here. So options are this, and okay, I'm showing the calculation parts as well. So maximum friction force between two blocks will be what? Again, mu m and to g. So you will just put the values. Just put the values, you'll get the answer. That is maximum. This is what maximum frictional force. Yes or no? This is maximum frictional force between two blocks. Yes or no? But question asking us. Okay, what? Question asking us maximum horizontal force. Yes or no? So from here, what we can get what maximum. This will give maximum acceleration. Yes or no? And once we'll get accelerations, then we'll get maximum force is what mass into acceleration, because acceleration will be same for both below. Acceleration will be same for both below. Do you agree? Acceleration will be same for both below. Then only both block will go together. Go together. Yes or no? So both block will go together only when the acceleration of both the block is same. So that's why I'm using these concepts. I hope all of you understood. Okay. So if your basic is clear, definitely you can do all these questions. This question is very important for J point of view. So I hope okay all of you understood all the concepts. I covered so many questions are related to JEE. Okay, so definitely you can boost your okay performance here. So thank you.